Inmates begin returning to the local jail. Good evening and thank you for joining us. The Thunder Bay District Jail has a temporary solution for the heating issues, which forced the evacuation of the facility last month.
50 inmates were transferred back to the jail yesterday from the Correctional Center on Highway 61. But the OPSU president for the Correctional Center says that's only made the overcrowding situation at their facility worse. Brendan Miller joins us in studio with more. Brendan?
Thanks, Riley. We spoke with Sean Bradshaw today. He says a diesel generator has been installed at the jail as a temporary measure. But because of the low number of inmates going back and the correctional staff now being split across two locations, he doesn't believe this is a viable solution.
We're just going to be that much more short-staffed. It's wildly irresponsible.
The district jail has found a short-term solution for the heating failure, which led to all 189 inmates being relocated in late November. 50 of those inmates have now moved back in. And although it seems like good news, OPSU Local 708 President Sean Bradshaw is not pleased on how that's impacting the Thunder Bay Correctional Center. He says they're still way over capacity. Meanwhile, 15 correctional officers were moved back to the jail with those 50 inmates.
So basically, we are spreading thin an already thin group of officers to staff that. 50 is not enough inmates to justify that staffing expenditure. So we need a bigger commitment from the government to open more space at the jail or just not open it at all.
Bradshaw says Wednesday's inmate transfer was done with little input from local authorities, which he says caused confusion and mismanagement of resources.
Local parties were not involved in that 50 inmate decision. That was made by people way above us. So through this whole process, consult with local parties has been very minimal. And it's just showing its effects right now. That moving 50 inmates out of this building, well, that's a nice gesture, is not actually sustainable. It's just a political checkbox. If it was 100 inmates, that would be beneficial. 50 is borderline on honestly not even really beneficial to us.
Bradshaw says the overall result is very unsafe conditions for the inmates and staff still working at the overloaded correctional center.
We hit 250 inmates, 247 inmates. It's a high male inmates. That's not including our female count, which would be about 40 as well. So we're not designed to house that at all. We're at best a 145 to 150 institution with every bed covered. We were at 247 inmates the other day.
Further, Bradshaw says the main floor at the jail, which is being opened, can hold up to 70 inmates without having more than 15 officers provided. With the heating fixed for now, he says it should be brought back to regular capacity. Brendan Miller, TBT News.